What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. I hope your races are going well this week. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I found out through Sim Racing 604 that this company, United Racing Design, went ahead and did a mod for the Cadillac GTP car. So naturally, any reason to jump back into Assetto Corsa, I always take an opportunity to. Assetto Corsa, in my opinion, is the pinnacle of what a sim is. Hop in any car, start driving it. Road textures feel great in AC. A lot of people say the force feedback feel the best in AC, so any chance that I get to go ahead and jump in AC, I always do. Now, this again is brought to us by United Racing Design. I paid £5 for it, which I think translates to just over $5 for it, and it is one hell of a car. Now, there are other mods that have come out for the other GTP cars that I have tried out, and so far this one is just fantastic. It is the pinnacle of, in my opinion, a really full-fledged mod. Just some facts about that Cadillac before we get into the sim. So 670 horsepower through 7-speed sequential. You have a 5.5 liter dual overhead cam V8 hybrid. It's naturally aspirated as well. No turbos on this. The total weight of the car is 1,030 kilograms, so that translates roughly into about 2,300 pounds. So super light car, super agile, lots of power, especially with that naturally aspirated V8 right under that right foot. So some stuff about this mod in particular. So you do have TC1, TC2, 5-way adjustable dampers, you have aero mappings, and you can tune the electric steering assist, which we will dive into in 1 second. So in order to run this mod, you are going to have CSP version 0.2.3 or higher. If you are running Content Manager, there you can just go in and update it right automatically. All I did, like most people with Content Manager, I just went ahead and grabbed the zip file, dragged it into Content Manager. It installed without a hitch, and that was it. I was done and I was ready to go racing. I did want to go ahead and talk about, they do have all of the liveries for all of the GTP cars and the WEC car as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. So let's go ahead, let's dive into Assetto Corsa, and let's check out what the best of this mod has to offer us. Alright guys, so here we are inside the pits. Now, I did want to dive into some of the intricate details about the car, just some of the things that you can touch, some of the things that you can mess with as far as the features of the car go. So I was wondering the other day why the turn-in wasn't as direct and why the steering was so light. I even went into the settings and upped the force feedback by like 20 or 30, whatever is in Assetto Corsa. And I did find out the reason why it was so crazy was because I didn't go into the actual car's setup and actually mess with the setup. So there's a lot that you can do here. So I was driving on Le Mans the other day. I was wondering why the gearing was so short and I wasn't reaching the top speed that I thought that I should have, and the rest of the GTP cars that I was running with in that class was just walking me on the straights, guys. I did find out that there are several gear sets that you can do for this car. So you can do short and long, which changes 7th gear top speed up to 211. With the short gear ratio, I was doing around 195, 198, something around there on Le Mans, maybe with some drafting going on there. So that's going to be why I was so slow to begin with. Now, tires, you do have your normal set of tires. You have the soft colds, soft hots, the medium hards, and the rain wets. So you have all sorts of different tires there. Fuel, obviously you put in the fuel, how many liters you want, that vice versa. That's with every single car. Now, I will tell you that as far as the electronics go, this is kind of where the characteristics of the car started to change. So especially with the delivery, so you can set the delivery on how you want the MGUK to actually deliver the power, which is actually really cool. You can do that in iRacing as well. I haven't been in any races where I have touched it, So I kind of just leave it at its default settings. But this is Assetto Corsa. You know, we're here to mess with the car. We're here to have fun. So that was really cool on that, how you can set the delivery and the recovery. I thought that was really nice. You do have TC1 and TC2 in this car. So yeah, should be good to go there. So this is kind of where I started changing the feeling of the car. So you do have the BOP power, which you can completely change to whatever you want. I kind of just leave it at default. You can change the maximum energy. The biggest thing here that I've noticed is the throttle shaping. So if you notice, it says the gas pedal maps control engine response relative to gas pedal travel from smooth and progressive response to sharp and aggressive at its highest. So I did extreme values. I went to the lowest, I went to the highest. I did find at the highest, you really have to control your throttle inputs. Yesterday when I was on spa driving the car, I kind of was not controlling it too much, and it would just send you into a spin. I will say that on the lowest response, though, it feels like it's very delayed as far as the power ramps in. So you'll be full tilt on the throttle, and you'll see the power delivery kind of slowly come in instead of that right off the bat getting the power down into the car, especially with the torque that's provided with this naturally aspirated V8. So you go into your specials. You also have the start ignition, the pit lane stalling, and the bump start. We all know we love the bump start in these cars. I did mess with the aero a little bit, so you do have aero 1 and 2. Obviously, your aero 2 is going to be a little bit more downforce for you for those tracks. And one of the last things that I wanted to go ahead and get into here was the steering. So I don't believe that I've seen this on any other car in Assetto Corsa. You do have the assist map here, and this completely changed the characteristics of the way that the car drove. I don't know if it's because of the electric steering that's on the car by default, but it definitely changes the entire aspect of it. Again, in the beginning I did say that the way that the car felt under its normal steering was a little bit too light for me, and I had to raise the force feedback up. I did change it yesterday to heavy sharp, and it really changed the wheel completely to where it was like super heavy. And yeah, so I ended up changing it to medium sharp, and medium sharp I felt like I had more turn in. The car was rotating the way I wanted it to rotate around the corner, and yeah, I was really just wondering why it felt so, I wouldn't say sluggish, but I would say it felt wrong to a sense. But now that we got into the settings of the car, let's go ahead and do a little stint multi-class race around Daytona. Let's get into it right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. So we did a little bit of everything for the class. We did GTPs, GT3s, LMP2s, and LMP3s. A little bit of everything just for this 5-lap race around Daytona. Give you an idea of how the car feels, how the car reacts, and then go ahead and see what your opinions on it, and if you guys are going to pick up this mod.
5 laps. Okay, Jay, get ready.
Alright, we got a 5-lap race here. Let's see how it goes.
Green.
Should have done a rolling start. Didn't really think about that, but you know what? That's okay. Let's see if in 5 laps, if we're able to catch up to the rest of the GTP pack, or the rest of the grid here. Going down into second. Oh, he's taking it a little slow around this turn. Now, I did see something kind of funny in that, in one of the races I was doing at Spa the other day, Ringer van der Zande was in the race.
Starts all right. Let's feel right.
The Ringer van der Zande, winner of the 2024 Petit Le Mans. Alright. We're going to go on the inside. Got a little bit scared there, backed off. Oh, the AI's braking points are a little bit weird here. Just gonna smash into the back of that Cadillac. Turning up that power delivery here on the battery pack. Let's see if we can get them here. I'm gonna go out a little bit wide here.
Clear right.
Ooh, close the door on us just a little bit. Oh, can we get them on the outside? There we go, nice. Now, can we hold this lead is the big question here. Daytona really feels bumpy, I would say, on the bank in this car. Really goes to show how bumpy Daytona is. We're going to bump down the traction control to a 3 and hope we don't spin out here. Start braking hard. 3, 2, going down into 2 around the corner here. A little wide. Make sure that we don't lock up there. That's always a tricky turn for me. Rest of the grid is right behind. As you can see, the fire spitting out from behind this Cadillac here. Now, I have driven the 963 around here as well, and it just does not have the torque that this Cadillac has. It is very impressive coming out of the corner. I will tell you that the 963, however, is very, very fast. Very, very fast. Alright, I'm going to stick close to this wall here. Brake hard, go down into 4. Bring it down into 3. Try not to get a track cut. Now the big question is, are we going to catch up to the rest of the pack here? Are we going to catch up to the GT3s?
Push, push, push. We can win this.
Oh, sliding a little bit here. Going down to 2. Throttling out, making sure to apply that throttle nice and smoothly so that we don't spin out. Oh, that was not a good looking turn there. Sliding around the turn as we enter the bank here. This really is a good car, guys. This is a fantastic mod.
Gap to P2 behind is increasing. It's now 1.7 seconds.
Brake nice and hard. Going down into 4. I think we might be able to take that entire thing in 4. Don't really want to die, but we might try it next lap. There's those bumps on the bank here. .200 miles an hour headed towards T1.
2 laps left. We're on for a podium here.
Oh, went wide just a little bit again. It's kind of hard to gauge because of all the sims that I do drive on a normal basis. I'm kind of trying to take these turns like in iRacing, and the tire model and everything is just completely different. So, feels a little strange. I do see that some of the GT3 cars are hitting the bank right now. That is always a sketch turn right there as the track dips down and you kind of have to throttle it out down that dip. Oh.
Yellow flag.
Looks like someone died out there. Try to take it in 4. Let's see if it's a little more stable. Looks like an LMP3 car, which has completely and utterly just died.
Behind is now 9.0.
You really feel... Oh, looks like someone else died going into the pits. Oh, what is going on? Looks like a GT3 and an LMP3.
You're now in the lead.
Going down into 2 here.
The guy in front is 1 lap
Did
behind.
someone else die ahead? No? Looks like they just locked up, maybe. Come off the brakes, slowly, rotate, rotate. Looks like we just caught up to some of the GT3 cars here. Full throttle through the kink here. Oh, there's a lot of traffic right here. Let's see if we can get around them.
Car right.
That, sir, is a normal
Still
GT3
there.
RS.
Clear to the right.
You should
Left
not be
side.
here.
Clear to the left.
Oh,
Car right.
I'm gonna go down into 1 here as we
Still
come
there.
around these
Clear
cars.
Right. Right side. Clear right.
Let's see if we can get through
Right
here.
side. Car left. Clear to the left.
Gonna cut through on the top of the bank.
Car left. Clear left.
The spotter is going nuts, guys. The spotter's going nuts.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Everyone is dying
Car right. Clear
in the
right.
bus stop. Or excuse me, the Le Mans chicane. There's another LMP2 that is dead. Or an LMP3, I couldn't really see.
Okay, Jay, the next car is 1 lap behind.
Take the top.
Side. Clear left.
It looks like the rest of the GTPs might have
10 seconds.
might have caught up to the pack. And that might be why they are so behind, but we are going to go ahead and take the dub on this race.
Deserve that today.
Whew. This is a really good car, guys. Really good car. So, just getting into it, one last recap of this mod from United Racing Design. It is a fantastic mod. Right on par with the mod from the 963. As you guys can see, I felt the vibrations in the wheel because of that. I am scraping. Anyways, it is definitely worth, in my opinion, those $5 that you're going to spend on it. And have fun with it, guys. You know, drive multiclass, drive all this other stuff. They have so many paint schemes. They have all the WEC designs. They have all the IMSA designs. They have everything you could want and more in this mod. And then obviously you can play with the recovery system, the battery pack, everything like that. Unfortunately, in the race that we did for the 5 laps at Daytona, I didn't have that much contention. I think something happened with the AI there, so we didn't get a full scope of how the BMW mod from RSS and the 963 mod from RSS stack up against this. But just look at it. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. It's the Caddy. Come on. The loudest of them. In my opinion, one of the best looking. I know that's totally up to interpretation, but still. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the subscriptions and the views. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.